So we went on, I joined Rotary, and telling Larry about Rotary, and asked him if he'd like to join. So he said, yeah, that'd be great, let's join Rotary. So he joined Rotary, and we've been in Rotary for a lot of years. And so as we progressed through, we tried to keep our heads down and not do too much for Rotary. And as years went by, we realized that we had to actually, if we're going to stay in Rotary, we should actually get our attendance up and do something. So that's what came of Rotary. And so in recent years, as I said before, I was president, and Larry asked, or I was looking for a secretary, and Larry said, I could be your secretary. I thought, oh, Larry, I don't know. Because I'm a busy guy, and I really need somebody that's going to be there for me. And oh, no, I can do that, Brett. I said, oh, Larry, are you sure you want to do that? And he was adamant. He was going to be my secretary. So sure enough, Larry was my secretary, and we got through the year. There was a few little bumps and wrinkles, but everything went well. And then Larry went on to become president after that. And there was, I came to Larry and said, you know, that Rotary Park really needs to be revitalized. They've asked me to put a new sign down there, but quite frankly, I'm embarrassed about putting a new sign. I think we should revitalize it. And I gave him a vision of what I thought could happen down there. And Larry jumped right on board as a true trooper he is. And as president of Rotary at the time, he said, no, this is great, let's do it, and let's get going. And I was the chairman of that, and Larry was sort of my right-hand man. We strategized, we talked about it, and he was always a big help. And of course the park is doing very well. There's work being done there now. And Larry's a big part of that. And but then I'm getting back to this email that he sent, and we had this Rotary. Where's the squirt guy? I'm not sure. Well, Jackie's got that now. And we were doing this 50-50 draw. And Larry says, I said, I don't think we can do the 50-50 draw. It's going to be too much work, and we haven't got enough time. Larry jumped right on board, said, we can do it, we can do it. And he went down to the city, got it all organized, and went marching up and down the streets. And so we did the 50-50 draw, and there was like 2,000 tickets to sell. And we had sold about 1,000 tickets at the end. But this was about a month. The month before the draw, Larry resigned. And when he resigned, like he just dropped everything. And I hope he back in my lap. And so Larry, we were going to pool our money in Rotary to give to, and I was going to bring a large check in here and present you with some money for your trip. But Rotary's broke. We only sold half the ticket. Larry was the one that was supposed to be selling the other half. So, oh well. So life goes on. So, but that was only one part of it. The other part was he was a big part of the revitalization of the Rotary Park, the core committee. Of course, when I got that email, that was he just resigned from everything. So anyways, I called him up, and after about 3 or 4 days, because it took me about 3 or 4 days to kind of figure out what I was going to say to him, I said, could you not just come in for one more meeting? He goes, oh, my head wouldn't be into it. I'm just focused on my trip leaving. Oh, well, that's great. So here we are, trying to, Larry's trying to, what was it about the Rotary Park that you were doing? But anyway, he had a big part of it, and it all sort of fell onto my lap. So needless to say, in the last couple of months, I've been very busy because we've got a gala that's actually moving ahead with Rotary on October 20th, and there's about 9 tickets left to sell, and those were the 9 or 10. Larry had 10 tickets, so there's still 9 tickets available on October 20th. Tell the gala. Yeah, you hand them in. Well, you're supposed to sell them, Larry. So, Yeah. So now that I've squirted him and everything and got that out of the way, and after a couple months, I'm feeling much better about everything. And you know, life will go on. That's one thing I've learned about Larry. Like, he's very enthusiastic. He's very much wanting to get things done. He's very passionate. He's got a lot of vision. And he inspires people, but at the end of the day, he doesn't take ownership. And he says, you know what, we did the best we did with what we got to work with. I've heard that a few times, so I'm hearing it again. So anyways, I brought a couple of things, and where was that? Oh yeah. This was, I heard he's going north. And actually, I was in the Arctic for 6 weeks when I was a young man. And when I came down from the Arctic...
Last week.
When I came down from the Arctic, they were calling me Farley for Farley Mullen because I had so many stories after 6 weeks up in the Arctic. And I can hardly wait to hear the BC stories. The backup line or something. But when Larry comes down after 3 years in the Arctic, I can't imagine the stories we're going to hear about there. So what I did is I got him this, which is I call it bear scare. This is, so whenever you know, Larry says that when you're going down the street, the houses can't be locked because in case you run into a bear. So Larry, always keep this on you. That'll scare the bears. That's for you. And the other thing that I got. And you probably can't see it from where you are, but we put Larry's picture on here because this is a splash pad, and so you won't see it built. It's going to be open next May, but hopefully in 3 years it'll be back. But in the meantime, we're giving him, this actually was $24.97 regular price. We got it for $4. We thought it was a good deal for Larry, and we're giving him a splash pad to take up so that he could use it and remember us back here. And Larry, thanks very much. I know that the friendship will continue. He's actually joining the Rotary Club up there, and so we'll hear from the Rotary Club. It's in our same division, and so it's been 24 years, and I always knew when he was in the banking that they'd move on after 3 years, and I thought, you know, that's great, Larry will move on. I didn't realize it was going to be 24 years later, but he'll be back, I'm sure he will be, and it's been a great friendship, Larry, and congratulations, and we look forward to hearing the stories and everything that's going on. The one thing I wanted to mention is that Larry was, we were fairly close when we didn't have kids and they had kids. And we used to go over and Calvin used to hide behind the couch. And he was very shy. Paul was right out front giving hugs. And so we've done a lot of things with the kids, but when Larry kind of moved on, and this is I want to take off on what Ben said, is that we had different interests over the years. Rotary was our mainstream, but Karen and I had 3 kids, and Larry had 3 partners. So that was we just had different interests over the years. But we always remained friends. And we always supported each other.
Couple things here. This is a polar bear toothpick.
No, this is a toilet.
That's what they use. You are polar bear toilet paper. If you don't run fast enough.